Flosstube world. It's Cat from Cat Stitch. Today is Sunday the 17th of July 2022 and I think this is Flosstube number 14. I'm a little fuzzy, a little hazy. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do this one today, but we'll give it a go. We'll see how we go because I've got a lot to get through, so I don't know how much info I'll give you on anything. It just depends how I go. So the last 2 weeks, we'll do a quick update. Didn't go quite to plan. I got tested positive on the Tuesday, was it the 5th? And yeah, still coming right from that. I had a couple of bad days with my breathing and stuff like that, but I'm doing okay. And you know, on the road to mending, so that's cool. And I didn't end up in hospital, and that was the goal. You know, if I'm gonna get it, I don't want to end up in hospital. So you know, the vaccination worked in that way, or at least I'm believing it did. So I didn't get as much stitched because last week was basically just, I mean, I'd be stitching and I'd be falling asleep in between stitching, you know, like literally a needle will be in my hand and I'll be dozing off. And then I'm not sleeping normally and stuff like that. So yeah, bugger. But I'm just gonna brighten everything up a bit. Sorry about the lighting. I could plug that in, but then I'm not sure how that will blow everything out or not. We'll just do this, and maybe I'll just move you back a bit. Excuse me, guys. And I hope that that will give us a bit more light. There's Bobby. Missed you guys, by the way. It's been weird, but I mean, mind you, the last 2 weeks have been a bit of a blur, so I don't know if it felt like 2 weeks or not. But yeah, so you will see me sipping away today, only because I'm still struggling to talk. So what's on the books today? Today is WIPS, finishes, new starts, FFOs, and haul, a lot of stuff arrived last week, which in a way was nice because it did make me feel a bit better to have all this lovely stuff to play with. But yeah, it's a late start for me today, which is why the lighting is so crap. Sorry about that. I just couldn't get going this morning. Please hold. There we go. Okay, I just plugged in. I'm hoping I've got everything here and sorted. I don't know if I've got all the notes, but we'll see what we do. And if I'm not sure of anything, I'll just either guesstimate or you can just drop me a line below. I'm mainly focusing at the moment on actually pronouncing my words because I've been talking cabbage basically for the last week. So let's get into this before, you know, the cabbage happens again. And is it my glasses that are going weird? Because everything seems to have gotten dark again. Okay. So, new starts. Last week, on Monday, I think it was, I saw this, I went and got it, and it actually came in my stash, in my haul, and I was supposed to, you know, not do any of it until I saw you guys, but I just couldn't not do it. So it is Kathy Barrick's Grace. There was just something, I mean, this is the first time I've done anything like this design, but there was just something that said, Kat, you need to do this now. So she was my main focus this week. and that's where I'm up to. I have changed the colour of her dress and her hair. I've just switched those two out. Otherwise, I'm pretty much sticking. Oh, and the flowers, the leaves, I've changed those for slightly different green, but to blend in with the other one. And here's I made floss drops. That's something else I did last week. Sorry, he's going to get in the way. I made floss drops, which gave me a little bit of carpal tunnel, may I just say, I think. And so I just got some cool cards, and I don't have anything flash or fancy. I don't have any crickets or bugs of any kind, and I've got one hole punch that's round, and I had some star ones for small and hearts and flowers and stuff, so that's what my top one is, and then the bottom one is just the one hole punch I have, which is a 0.6. Is that 0.6 inches? I think so. And then I'm still trying to find where my jewellery making stuff has been carefully put away, and I'm not having any luck. So I thought, well, I've got all these earrings that I've made. I'm going to see what I can do with an old pair of pliers that I've got in my toolbox. So I've also made that. So all I did was basically, with the earring hook, I basically twisted it around so that I've got some jewellery for me floss drops. So that's for Grace. That's Grace's floss. Put that up there. Don't want that getting in the way. Okay, so what else have I worked on? No, that's a finish. That's a finish. Oh, let's do the finishes. Why not? Okay. See, I've got them next in the pile. Honestly, sorry about the lights, guys. Maybe I need to move you around a bit, and hopefully that will work. Beaulahs Brew by Finally a Farmgirl. I started her. I mean, I love Beaulah. Beaulah is like, she is a dream to stitch. She is fun, and Chrissy has done a fantastic job with Beaulah, just like she has with Matilda. It's gonna be part of my haul. So yeah, it's just really cool. And so I again changed every color in Beaulah. I did the same thing last time with her single sister, with Beaulah at my front door. And I've done it again with her in the kitchen. There you go. So here we go. So that's Miss Beaulah. So I've switched out every colour. I've got little beads stitched onto her dress instead of little. I just sort of thought it'd be nice to have like buttons. Got the little bows stitched in. Now up here, the replacement thread didn't match, but I'm actually going to leave that because I actually quite like I like it. I don't know why, but I do. So there she is in all her glory. I love Beaulah. She's probably one of the favourite witches for me, and I look forward to more of Beaulah making an appearance. And I love my little mouse. You see my little mouse? Isn't she cute? And of course there's Jeremiah in the pot. So yeah, so the total conversion of it. So if you're interested in the conversion, just let me know, and I'll send you what I did, because I did actually write it all down this time, which is shocking for me, really. Actually no, I'll put that over that side. And then one I started as part of Christmas in July. So this is a start and a finish. I actually finished it early this morning. In one of my I'm awake again moments. It's not the full thing. Of just, when I got it, I was looking at it, I was thinking, oh yeah, but then when I started stitching it and realizing how big it was going to be, it was like, no, that's bigger than what I wanted. So I decided instead just to do the top half of the design. So it's Little House Needleworks Snow White, and I'm stitching it, or I've stitched it on Snowy Skies by Jodyri Designs, 14 count opal. It was supposed to be all in like a white tone. I used Weeks Dye Works Snowflake, I think it was, and then Live and Dye in LA's on Thin Ice. So here we go here. So I just wanted to do half of it. So there's another whole half down here, and I just wanted something small because I might be looking at making it into a card for Christmas. So I had to do a little bit of tweaking. But I absolutely, you know, I really love it. The house is in the On Thin Ice, which is a very, 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 very pale grey. And I did use it down the side here as well, so it's slightly variegated. And then the rest of it was all in the Snowflake. So yeah, so there was a little bit of tweaking down the bottom here, and that sort of stuff. But I'm happy with that. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this side thing because my brain by then was not prepared to rework out how to make the border work, but then I just sort of thought, oh, screw this, we'll just do it this way and we'll see how we go. So this was a COVID stitch, definitely a COVID stitch, but I quite enjoyed it. I liked the fact I could just load up a bunch of needles with the same colour and just go through. So I'm understanding the love of monochromatic, ooh, it's a big word for the week, designs. Right, onto my WIPS. So the first one is one of my oldest WIPS, and this close to finishing. I really am. You know, I've got so little left to do. I've even done all, you know, the top part of the back stitch, or a lot of the back stitch already, where I've been able to. So this is where I was last time, because of course I forget to take photos. And this is where I am now. So as you can see, I've got the border here to finish. There's some back stitching over here. There's a bit more of the water in the sorry, my eye is really struggling, and this is the only eye that sees, so I'm not sure what it's doing. But I just love it. I love the old worldness of it, and I'm really happy I've got another one of it to do. Not of this, you know, not of the water wheel, which is what this one is. So this is Water Wheel by Derwentwater, and it's a kit. It's on 16 count. What I'm thinking of doing with the other one is maybe doing it on a 14 count. I haven't decided yet. I'm just going to sort of see how I go. I don't mind doing little small projects on the 16, 18 or the high counts, which is why I've got that sort of fabric. But this one, which I have to keep on going back to, that's why it's been so long, because I get bored seeing the same thing for too long. Very bad of me, I know. Now this one, I wasn't sure if I did work on this week, in the last fortnight. I couldn't remember, but it was next to my bed, so I'm sort of thinking, did I or didn't I? But it's the Primitive Hare Witchy Tea Time. Now, from my pictures, this is what I was up to, but I don't know if I'd reached this point last time I saw you guys, which was a couple of weeks ago, and that's with my witches in there and her broom. I'm doing the witches all in black etoile, so they sparkle. And I thought I'd lost the other threads, but fortunately I found them. So that was before I had the floss drops, and I've got my new system. The next one I worked on was Black Cat In by Sub Rosa. This is the one that I won, and I'm doing it on 25 count Lagana ivory cream frog. So last time, this is where I was up to, and I haven't done a lot on her because, in all honesty, my eyes weren't willing to focus on something this small, even for a small amount of time. So all I did was, I think, you know, just down here. I haven't even seen where I was up to last time. So, but that's where I'm up to now. And I'm quite happy with that. You know, she's going to take me a little while, but I'm going to love every minute of her. And when she's done, I'll be very excited. And then I can start on another mini project, which I'll be talking about later. Again, I don't know where I was up to with this one, or whether I showed it to you last time. So I'm sorry if I did. I probably should have spent some time going through my notes and that sort of stuff to try and work out what we talked about last time, but unfortunately I just sort of wanted to get this done. So if you've seen it again, sorry guys. So Nora Corbett, just about said Nora Jones. Whoops. Nora Corbett, Miss Ladybug. So this is where I'm up to now. And I love her. I just love the colours. She's so vibrant and she's so pretty. So I definitely want to, you know, pull her out this week, which is why I'm putting stuff over there, because I want to pull them back out for the next fortnight. Hopefully to finish off more than anything. I want to get these projects finished in the next 2 weeks, to go into August with a, you know, clean slate, as it were. And then the last one that I worked on, and again, I'm not too far off a finish for this one either, was Old Mill Chrsitmas by Twin Peaks Primitives. It's a bit bigger than I expected it to be, but then I am doing it on 14 count. So that would be why. I am changing out a few of the colours as usual. And if you're interested to know what ones, just let me know and I will send you the info. And here's where I'm up to now. So I just have the tree over this side to do, and fill in that tree down there. Fill in the rest of this part and this part here. A few more snowflakes. And then snow all along the bottom. I'm not doing a Silent Night, Holy Night. I don't want it to be a Christmas one. I want it to be a winter one. So yeah, but I do love it. I love the variation of the two threads that I'm using. They're very close, so they complement each other, but they don't exactly match, so it shows different sides. Gives that bit of depth, that sort of thing. Okay, fully finished. Well, one is nearly fully finished because I'm not sure. I've got to do look at some tutorials to make bows, and I know I've seen Vonna doing them, and that is for this one here. It's Sister Stitcher, and the design is Primitive Hare. The fabric is Jodie Ree. I just can't remember off the top of my head which fabric. And I want to do a bow for the top. There's a little charm down the bottom. And I want to do a bow for up here, but I need to watch a couple of tutorials. And just a couple of little bows there. So yeah, I'm happier with this one than I was with my first flat finish. So every time you can make improvements. So I'm happier with this one than I was with the previous one. And I've still got to glue the spool on the bottom. This one, I was thinking it needs something, but then it's like, no, I like it like this. So I'm not adding anything else. It is Batty Halloween. It's from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I don't know which one. I can have a look if you really want me to, you know, find out. Just let me know, and I'll do what I can. And it's stitched on, again, a Jodie Ree fabric, and it's sparkly because I like my sparkle. And I've got a little haunted house and my little black lace bow. No, I didn't make that bow, it came that way. So and a couple of little bright buttons there, And then the back, which everyone I've shown it to loves the fabric on the back. Here we go. And I got it from in New Zealand, Fabric Fixation, I think it was. And I do have the information if you want to know the name of it. It comes in an orange. I've got an orange, a pink, and the black. So I'm definitely thinking of making a little pillow just of this fabric in all the 3 colours to go in with all the others. When I say all the others, you'll see what I mean soon. So there's that one. Now, sorry. Christmas in July. Design Works, they release a lot of these perforated or plastic cross-stitch stuff in kits where you can make multiple Santas or multiple reindeers or snowmen, or and stuff like that, as well as other times of the year. And yeah, hello monkey. That's Mr. Monkey, and don't you push that over. Yeah, you gonna come up and say hello? If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere. You don't want that one? Which one do you want? I don't think I can do your other one. Come on, here we go. Here's our boy. Here's our boy. He's been in a few battles in the last couple of weeks as well. He's been quite mischievous, and he's generously brought me in a bird gift, which I was not appreciative of, and he understands it's not an appreciative action. Doesn't stop him doing it. So here's our man. Hey, you gonna watch? All right. This is unusual for him, can I just say? Sorry about that. Okay, so where was I? Oh, the Design Works. So I had done one, I'd stitched it last year because I was trying to work out what I was going to do for the Christmas ornament exchange, and I had gotten one of the kits of 6 different Christmas ideas and that sort of thing. It was like, okay, so I'll do one of these. I mean, it looks really simple. You just do it and you cut it out and you stick the felt on the back and you're all good to go. And I finished stitching it, I just didn't back stitch it, and by then I'd changed my mind, and so I finished it off and I fully finished it. So there we go. Okay, so I've got a Christmas ornament. So woohoo. Woohoo. Unusual for me, but there you go. So hey, if I do an ornament exchange, whoever I get might end up getting that, so you never know. The other one that I've finished, well, I've sort of fully finished. I just need to attach on the cording end, which is going to be around the outside of it. Maybe I've got a very fine, like I think somebody called it like a butcher's twine or something. I've got some hemp cord which I want to attach around the outside, and then it'll come off to create the connector to make it a scissor fob, and it's for my friend's mom. And this is it here. So I got it all done. Just got to trim it up a bit, and then on the back. I really don't like doing the cut open in the back option, because it just, I don't know, does that look okay? Because I just sort of think every time I see stuff like that, every time I do it, it looks messy, and yet when I see other people do it, I think, oh, that's really cool. That patch on the back, it looks really, yeah, I don't know. So there we go. So we're doing good for time, Kat. We're not doing too bad. Now, when I said you'll see what I mean later, I don't know if you'd seen on my Instagram or if you follow me on Instagram or anything like that. But yesterday, I probably overdid it, which is probably why I'm feeling so crap today. Because not only did I spend about 7 hours doing this, I was doing, my washing and, basic housework as well. And I think I overdid it. My whole body is, ouch. So I'm not going to show you which ones, because these are going to get fully finished. The ruddy sun. I know, monkey. It's annoying. Here we go. But just to give you an idea of what I'm doing, these pretty things here, they're all going to be pillows because they are all attached and ready to stuff. So I'm quite excited. In the next 2 weeks, these are all getting turned into pillows, and then as I get any decorations or embellishments or stuff that I can use on them, including cord and chenille and all that sort of stuff, then that will get added if I decide it needs it. Otherwise, I just want the pillows done. I'm tired of having them in a box, in a drawer, and something like that. But I was watching Stitch Roadie, and she did a visit to Linda's place, and Linda had these lovely like antique file boxes, and they had all her smalls in there, not stuffed, just with the fabric on the back and just nicely put in there. And I was just like, oh, because there are some I want to do something with, but I don't want to turn them into a pillow because I think it might be too big, or just, I don't know. But that's given me some ideas. So I'm very excited about, because I am very much a process stitcher. I just love stitching. Doing something with it afterwards is not high on my list of priorities. But I'll have spurts like I did yesterday of getting all that prepped. And that's the thing. I love the stuffing part of it. I love the, that side of things. I just don't like the whole preppy side of it. The whole having to iron, having to measure, having to cut, having to sew. No, I don't want to have to do all that every single time. So doing it in bulk lots, if you're like me and not a huge finisher, like fully finisher person, then this might be an idea. Just basic. I chose 30 out of my box, and yet I've still got a box. 30 of my smaller designs to do something with. So, the other one. Now I haven't finished it yet, but it's going to be my first stand up. I don't have a compass and I don't have the fancy stencils, so I used a flower pot, and I basically just on the sewing machine, I'm still learning how to use it, but hey, why not challenge yourself and just figure out a curve as you're stitching. And that's what I did, and I don't think it's too bad. I'm thinking I'm going to get some sort of little embellishment or something just to sit on the top. It might be like a magnifying glass or a little houndstooth hat, something to represent Sherlock Holmes, because so I just need to put the butt on, but there we go. So there's my Sherlock Holmes, and so my Sherlock Holmes, when I've got them finished, is going to stand with my other Sherlock Holmes stuff. And then I've just got that on the back. My new little labels, which are going to be on the back of everything. I probably should have got my different colour, but screw it. But it just says Keepsakes by Cat 2022. And the reason I put the year on it is because I want them to represent all the things that I'm finishing or stitching this year. Because it's my 50th. So I just sort of thought, these are the things I want to know that I did in the year that I turned 50. Whether I do it again next year or anything like that, I don't know. I might just get ones with just, you know, keepsake by cat and just leave it at that. So there we go. So those are all the things. Oh, I mentioned my floss drops. Hang on a second. Now these are just, I made the floss drops just to hold not just my kitted projects, but my fancy floss. So I mean, I don't have like, you know, enough for a wall of it. I probably do, but it works on this. So what I've got, these are my WIPS dye works. Now this is part of my haul because about half of these came last week, and it's the same with the other threads as well. So these are my WIPS dye works, and I've just got them on there, and I just put their names on the back. I know some people would sort of think, well, why don't you just keep them on the tags they were on? Because some of the tags, the little hole at the top where you can maybe hook it onto something, a lot of them have been cut through. I don't know whether that's how they store it or whatever, but it meant that every time I'd put it onto a ring, it would come off. And then these are my colour works, and again, I got most of them last week. Part of my haul. And then these ones were all from last week. My Gentle Arts ones. So these came in my haul last week. Oh, for crying out loud. This is going to be one of those days. And I've actually got them all nicely sitting on a teacup holder or a coffee cup holder, you know, coffee cup stand. And then I've got some extra ones for me to put my, you know, when I'm kitting up projects. I've got some extra floss drop cards. So there we go. So there's an idea for storage. Just don't leave it in direct sunlight. You know, I know I don't. I've got it on a shelf where the sun doesn't hit. So it works. That works, and there's room for more. So I'm just going to pop these back up. Okay, so what else last week? Okay, so those were from JK's cross stitching supplies, and I also got some more fabric, ones for me to do my minis in. So it's all high count stuff, so it'll last me a long time because I'm only trying to do one project on the small stuff at a time. So I work on it. When that one's done, then I can start another one, which is why I want to get the black cat in done, because I've got three more designs I want to do on the high count. So we've got a 22 count fat quarter. This is from JK's cross stitching supplies. So I'm just going to do those first. I actually got, because I hear so many floss tubers talk about it, is the country mocha. The Zweigart even weave vintage country mocha. So I got a piece of that. These are all just the smallest pieces that they had available. Because I don't need big pieces because I'm not doing big projects on any of them. Then we've got some ivory. These are all Zweigart. The even weave vintage stormy cloud. I thought it's nice to have something, you know, different. And then Stormy Night, which is the darker grey. And then there's this one called Beaulahs 20 count. Is Beaulahs a brand? It was just an offcut that she had. So, but it was a nice green, and I sort of thought, well, even if I didn't like the green when I saw it in person, I could chuck it in a dye bath and just mottle it up a bit, which may still happen. From JK's, I also got a lovely DMC tin. Hold it up the right way, Cat. At the moment, it's just holding. Oh, these are the DMCs I got from here, as well as all those other threads, because I was missing some. And the best ones are these ones here. What's so special about these ones is that they're not available in New Zealand. They're only available in the States. And these are the 3880 ones and stuff like that. So I was very excited to get those. Don't know when I'm going to need them or use them, but I got them. So that was good news. I also got some patterns from JK's, and the reason I've got a lot of those overdyes is because they're for some of these, you know, with these patterns. One, I have been champing at the bit to start, and the only reason I haven't is because I sort of thought, no, gotta wait till Sunday. Gotta wait till Sunday. So this is getting started this week. Is Plum Street Sampler Clementine. There we go. I'm very excited to do that one. I was going to start with one of the other ones first, but I don't know. She wants to be done. So I've got her threads on the floss drops, and then I'm just going to. I'm going to choose which fabric I'm going to use. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so I also got the Abominable bundle, Plum Street. So these are my Plum Street ones. So I've actually got a bag that's just going to be for Plum Street only. A Fox View, which I'm sure everybody's already seen. I mean, everybody's seen these. And Bigfoot Bunch. And then I had to get this one, and this is I'm going to be doing this one for my daughter, because her dog growing up was our Chihuahua Dachshund, and he was a longer dog and stuff, and she will love this. Halloweenies. Look at those cute. And she dresses her dog up. She just sent me a photo this morning. I'll see if I can slip it in. She takes her dog, which is Bobby's brother, Jeffrey, to the groomers, and he doesn't just get a nice groom, he gets a mohawk, you know, and I'm just like, oh, that poor dog. She loves him so much, but she really loved Jedi Master. That was her Chihuahua Dachshund. Well, it was supposed to be mine, but she took possession. And so I thought, when I saw those, I've got to do those for her. You know, I also got some floss drops from JK's. And this was before I decided to, because I ordered these, you know, a while ago, and then I decided to make my own. So now I've got some extras, which, who knows, might end up in a, I don't know, in a pack or something. Also from JK's, I told you, a big package of stuff arrived, which was really lovely. My Mill Hill beads, these are all the glow in the dark ones. So colour me excited. Sorry, I'm trying to remember which way to look. Colour me excited, because now I've got all my glow in the dark beads. It's really cool. So I've got glow in the dark thread, glow in the dark beads. I'm a happy cat. If you want to know the numbers for those, just drop a comment down below and I'll give you the numbers. And but wait, there's more. And I've got a few charts from JK's as well. So I got a lovely little snippet, which I really love my dog. Get around the right way, cat. Which is really cool. Country Cottage Needleworks, Glitter House #1. Glitter House #4. This one I've seen done by a few floss tubers and on Instagram and that sort of stuff, and so when I saw it in your clearance thing, I was like, yes please. I'm thinking, how can you put that on clearance? The thing is, I don't know if because it's quite large. I'm thinking these are all going to be stand-ups. Individual stand-ups instead. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. So I might be stitching a few of those just as individuals. And making stand-ups, because I really love the stand-ups. I actually really love doing that. Once I get a compass, would be a lot easier. Also from Lizzie Kate, and it comes with the little charm, is Spring Smalls. As you can see, there's a little, there's a little charm. Because of course New Zealand is going to be heading into spring, so that's actually something I'm going to do as a seasonal one. I don't usually do seasonal, but happy with that. Now this one here, actually we'll do this one first. This was in her clearance one, Autumn in the Village, and I like the idea of doing the houses individually. So it's by Stony Creek, Autumn in the Village. And I do like doing houses, and I just sort of think it'd be really cool to do them separately. Oh yeah, it'll be easy to work out. Cool. And then the last one that I got from her was Stitching by the Light of the Moon, also by Stony Creek. I actually asked her if she's able to get me a copy of this because it wasn't on her site. And she ordered it in for me, and she also ordered in, ta-da, the hanger. So, again, another one I wanted to start last week. So that's getting left out as well because I'm wanting to start that one sooner than later. So those other ones are going to go into my storage. The other things that I got this week, or this last fortnight, I did get some more fabric. I got some more lacy sort of stuff. I don't know if you can, oh you can, you should be able to see that. So it's quite nice. It's really thick. So it is going to go on to maybe like some white muslin or, you know, something like that to use as a backing. It's really lovely. Got some spider web as well. And I just got a couple of pieces of, so what we got? We've got navy grey, light grey, dark grey and red. Do I know what I'm going to do with these yet? No, but I do have some ideas. So maybe I might, I don't know. Thinking of making a tote bag. I'm like, you're so challenging yourself, Kat, on that sewing machine. What a giggle. I did get a couple of things on Etsy this week. So one of them was, of course, you know, this last fortnight, Matilda sews, which I already had. But she's released, she has released Scarecrow Matilda, which, yep, I have to get that one. And also Jeremiah, who made an appearance in my Beaulahs Brew, has got his own. So I had to get him because, you know, hello. So, and as you can see, I've got them all kitted up, ready to start. But again, they're going to be on my smalls. So, not going to be done until I get that done. So I've got my working copies of things in here for me to choose out ones that I'm going to do. And then the last bit of haul, crikey, as if that all wasn't enough, I got my Jodie Ree March, April fabrics. Now, the only reason it was delayed, or, you know, so long, is because it was me. I delayed paying. And she was so wonderful and understanding about the delay and that sort of stuff. So but they've all arrived, and oh my god, I have a brand new favourite in this bunch, but I'll show you what I've got. I was going to iron them, but in all honesty, I did so much ironing and stuff yesterday. There is no way I was going to touch an iron today. It was I barely touched on my WIPS just to sort of take some of the kinks out, but I sort of thought, yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get. Monkey, you just sit. Bobby, no. I know. You just grumble. Yeah, I know. Do you need to go out? Do you need to go get them? Is there somebody walking by the property? Eh? He's quite a quiet dog in general. Just occasionally he'll get like, you know, yippy. But he's very quiet. All my dogs have been very quiet. I don't know why. Maybe I talk too much. So this one is called Volcanic Storm. And it was, these are all limited editions, I just got to say, because I'm in the club. These are the club ones. Now I only get small pieces because the majority of my designs now that I'm stitching are going to be small, and I've got enough bigger pieces to cater to the few larger pieces that I do. This next one is Tropical Garden, which I sort of thought, well, hey, this is a very much a Halloween-y sort of colouring. I'm loving how she does that. She does a lot that work with. It's so beautiful. It's just such a lovely, vibrant, you know, I'm thinking, you know, some sort of silhouette on there would be really, really lovely. My voice is about to go, so let's see if we can get through this. Dawn of Spring. Again, I'm thinking fairies are going to have to go on this one, because look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that actually, maybe even some of my Lizzie Kate, because it's so spring looking. And these are all opal. I have asked her, Michelle, going forward after this month's, to make them non-opal, because my eyes are starting to have issues with the reflection of all the opal fabrics that I use. Damn it. Which is why when I'm working on the opal fabrics and stuff, I have to keep on stopping and putting down and trying to find one that I'm working on that's on plain. But that's okay. This one is Mermaid Scales. Maybe this will be my spring one. I don't know. What do you reckon? I don't know. I've got a couple of spring charts. Things to do with, you know, mainly bees. I love bumblebees. I love bees. I love hives. I love honey. And so the majority of my spring charts have a bee in there somewhere. I just love bees. This is called Speckled Eggs. Now, obviously, you know, we're talking March, April one, so this was like an Easter one. But again, beautiful. Loving the colours in this. And it's a pretty good representation, I think, of the colours. Isn't it gorgeous? These are all 14 count opal Ada. Just saying. This one is Lonely Hearts. Now, Jodie Ree is based in the UK. Wow, that's nice. I haven't really had a proper look at them because I didn't want to be tempted to start using them, which I would have if I'd taken them out and had a proper look. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'll see a fabric and it'll just hit me. I know what's going to go onto it. Other ones, not so much. I'll save that one till last. This one is Scottish Heather. Now, as I was saying, Jodie Ree is Michelle. She's based in the UK. She's actually in the process of moving at the moment, so you can still order through her website, and I'll put that link down below, but she won't be following up on any of them until after August 1st. But go and check out her beautiful fabrics. I have got pretty much the majority, and of course I'm still getting more. So this one is Scottish Heather. I don't know whether I've shown you that one before. But there we go. Isn't that beautiful? So the other thing that I try to do is label each of them before I start using them. So I put these little tags, but I don't want to do just one or two little tags at a time, so I wait till I get a few. That might be why Scottish Heather is there. This was her ice dye one, and I absolutely went gaga, and I said, please tell me you can reproduce this one because I so want more. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? There are mottlings of like a pinky pinky brown, beigey sort of colour. It is so hard to capture, dang it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And so I said, please tell me you can reproduce this because I definitely want more of this for my primitives. Maybe not in the opal, just in the normal fabric. Yeah, do you know how hard it was not to start a project on that this week? Very hard. Okay. Right. Look at that. Less than an hour. I rock. Is that everything? I'm just double checking. I keep on thinking, did I forget anything? Oh, okay. What have I been watching? I just want to do a shout out to two in particular. So Gail at Wombat Hollow Crafts. She's an Australian. Does some really cool work. She does cross stitch and quilting, and a bit of a giggle. I really enjoyed watching her. Can't remember how I found her. I think it was the word wombat that really got me. She doesn't like wombats. I love wombats. I know they're destructive little sods, but I don't know. I like teddy bears. Wombats are very similar. Maybe that's why. And yet I don't particularly like koalas. Go figure. Not that we've got either in New Zealand. Just saying, just so I don't confuse anybody. We do not have wombats and koalas in New Zealand unless it's in a zoo. Okay. But I don't know. There's always just something about a wombat. I've been told I'm a bit of a wombat, so maybe that's what it is. But Gail has some beautiful work. She doesn't just do cross stitching, and it's just really, really lovely. I really enjoyed watching her last week. A couple of them I had to watch a couple of times because it was through no fault of Gail. I nodded off. It was just I was falling asleep left, right, and centre last week, so that's nothing unusual. The other one is a brand new Flosstuber, and that's Judy here in New Zealand. She's in a Kiwi in an Aussie and a Kiwi world. I'll put Judy's link down below as well. So she just released her first one. Please go over and give her some love. She has some incredible designs. So organised. I'm like, holy moly. You see this board behind her of her projects. She's working on 50 projects this year. Because she turned 50 last year, and there was like a link right there. Very cool. But just the work, my favourite one, she showed a few of the projects she's finished this year so far. She had 50 at the start of the year. She's down to 40. And my favourite one was the Ladybug. It was just stunning. I'm sort of like, man, if only I had the patience to do something that intricate looking, because it was beautiful. So that when I remember when she posted it on the New Zealand page, I was just like, whoa, dang. You're good. But she is very much a process stitcher, which it's nice to see other process stitchers. I do sort of feel pressured in a way when I watch all these other Flosstubers, and framing them, or they're turning them into this and that, and I'm just like looking at my pile getting bigger and bigger and bigger and thinking, oh crap, I need to do something with those. So no, I'm a process stitcher at heart, willing on occasion to do the whatever the other word is. But go and check out Judy. She has some beautiful projects that she's working on at the moment, a few very similar to what I've done, and what I may end up doing again. Not exactly the same ones, but similar designs. She stitches Bothy and yes, monkey, and try not to get monkey to knock it over. So I'll put Judy's link down below. She's really lovely, so please go and check her out. And you know, give us some love. You know, for her first video, honestly, it was she's like, you know, be kind and be honest, and you know, she's willing to take feedback. I'm like, dude, you're rocking it, you're fine. So if you're watching this, Judy, keep it up. You rocked it the first time out. So good luck with everything and enjoy it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of what she's working on, because wow. But like she's very much a challenge stitcher. She finds that helps her. She's done like 100 and I don't know, Judy did, it was like 130,000 stitches so far this year. I'm thinking, holy crab apple, that's a lot. But as somebody pointed out to me, yeah, but look at all the ones you've actually finished, because I've finished 50 this year already. Well, I think we're up to about 52, 53, 54 maybe, already this year. So I've done a lot of stitching too, but I don't work on a lot of big projects anymore. But yeah, so go and check out Wombat Hollow Crafts and Judy's an Aussie in a Kiwi world. I'll put their links down below. I'll put the links also down for JK's cross stitching. Now she's only available to Australia and New Zealand, sorry, but you know, she's so fantastic. I love, you know, she's so helpful and wonderful, and I hope the flooding's gone down where she is, and she gets the bed back, and you know, it'll be good from the dogs. And I'll also put Jodie Ree's page down below as well. So yeah, and I'll try and remember to note down other bits and pieces down below. If I forget anything, can you please just ask me a question or leave a comment or drop me a line through Instagram. I'll have that link down below as well. And meanwhile, right now I'm going to go and try and edit this. Be very basic. And try and get this posted before too much longer, because it is pretty late, and try and do it before I fall asleep again. So there we go. So wow, made it under an hour. There we go. Take care, everybody, and for those that have COVID or have just recovered from COVID, yeah, I'm with you. I'm hoping to go back to work tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure, not if I'm feeling like this, but we'll see. It sounded like monkeys just knocked something off something, so I'm going to go. And I keep on thinking I've forgotten something. Oh, I did get a Stitchy Kindness and I forgot to bring it through from Kim in the States, on our Halloween page that I'm a member of. She occasionally posts up pictures of, you know, from out of different magazines of charts and stuff like that she's collected over the time, and she's giving them away. So she's like, you know, she'll randomly, the first person to comment will get it, and she'll send it worldwide. And I commented on a scarecrow. I'll see if I'll find the picture and I'll add it in here. And a beautiful card, which was such a wonderful card. So Kim, if you are one of my viewers, thank you so much. It really was appreciated, and I do look forward to adding a couple of scarecrows, because it wasn't just the one scarecrow. She actually sent a friend for me to stitch up for that scarecrow as well. So the scarecrow and his missus. And while scarecrows aren't huge in New Zealand, I just sort of think they'll be really cool in amongst my growing forest that I'm going to start sort of evolving over the next however many months, years, whatever. So meanwhile, you guys take care, be kind. I hope you guys are all well, warm where you need to be warm, cool where you need to be cool, and just, you know, taking care of yourself and those around you. I know the world looks like it's gone to heck in a handbasket, but you know what? You can't do anything about what's happening around the world. Focus on the things that you can have control over. You know, there's no point stressing over stuff you can't change. Stress, you know, there's no point stressing altogether. But just remember to be kind and march to the beat of your own drum, because that's where the magic happens. Take care, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Toodles.